God or Allah is not just external out there somewhere in the sky, or the other extreme, the inner only. It's all about the subjective factor. It's all about me. Both of these are misunderstandings. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is external and internal at the same time. Huwa al-awwal wa akhir wa zahir wa batin, like the Quran says. So there is no dualism when it comes to Allah. The knowledge of Allah, or gnosis or ma'rifah, it can never be taught to someone, because if it's taught to someone, then it will be a concept. Then God will be a concept. It will be a creation of the mind, and then you will believe in the creation of the mind, but it is not going to be a reality. Now, the knowledge of Allah can only be obtained experientially. You are ultimately this being, just like everything in creation is this being, that is that same will or divine spirit in you and without you, in your brother, in your sister. When you connect with this being and this divine reality, then you know it. So this is it. And a person who approaches, let's say, the divine reality of Allah becomes mindful, lives in the moment. This person does not live in the past or the future, but in the moment, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in the moment. The moment is real. The future is a creation, and the past is also a creation of the mind. A person who approaches the reality of Allah approaches truth, because Allah al-Haq, God is truth. So this person becomes very truthful and in harmony with truth. So mindful, present, and not in resistance with reality. And this is where so many New Age people and people who study spirituality fall short and have a vast misunderstanding of the knowledge of Allah, because maybe many of them come from a Christian background where God is taught as something external, and then they try to break that with, let's say, a misunderstanding of Hinduism, where God is all about the internal. It's a subjective factor. And these people, they become very self-centered and almost like spiritual narcissists, where everything is about me, 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 me. But still, when you go into that me state, you live in the creation of your mind. You have a resistance to the reality. You have a resistance to the truth. So there is a separation between the me and the external. And this is not the divine reality, because Allah is external and internal at the same time. There is no dualism. And this knowledge, if you want it to be free from a concept that you are not in your mind consciousness believing in the concept of God, you want it to be experiential, then it has to be experienced. The knowledge of Allah has to be experienced. And the sign that someone is approaching there is mindfulness, presence in the moment, and being in non-resistance against truth, non-resistance against reality. Assalamu alaikum.